you may have not have heard of sulphur, hexafluoride, but you've heard probably of SF6. It's in the news a lot lately because lots of controversy about whether this gas, which is used in electrical safety, is actually a greenhouse gas. But here at Schneider, they've been working on a solution for this. And Freddie, you're telling me a little bit about this. Explain what SF6 is used for right now, and where would, I mean, as normal people, we probably wouldn't know it, but it's pretty much used in the electrical industry, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's used in the electrical industry in what we call medium and high voltage, right? It's a proven gas, right? Extremely safe, able to break the current at high and medium voltage, right? Used in the industry under a safe standard since years, and by the way, we don't have a lot of issue with this gas, right? But basically, as you say, this gas has one issue, which is the global warming power. We do all what we can to control it, but it was good looking at the future to look at solutions that allow to get rid of this gas in medium voltage, where we operate as Schneider Electric.
So when you talk about this gas, its use, and it's been used for many years in industry.
Sure.
In simple terms, decades, it just stops the risk of a fire or a spark. Is that what it does? It makes the actual switching and the point of a junction safe.
Sure, it makes it safe, it allows to switch, and it allows to isolate, right? That's what it does, okay? And it does it pretty well. So it has been what you can consider as a reliable solution. But now down the road, if you enter into a new decade, we can have the same functions with a different solution. It's a combination of air and vacuum. Air being a gas that we all know and we know is completely safe, and vacuum is a proven technology. We already use in medium voltage this technology, and we combine vacuum and air to make a switch function, right? A medium voltage switch function that operates in 11, 12, 24 kV, and that is doing the same function exactly as an SF6.
Is this material easy to install? Because the big question would be, whenever you have a change, like I'm old enough to remember CFCs, and all the fridges had to be changed. Is this a retrofit product, or does it mean buying new equipment? How will this new solution you've got work?
Both are feasible because what we have developed goes in the same dimension that what we had before. Okay. So basically it's the same footprint. So you can buy it new, entire, or you can retrofit on the same dimension. One of the challenge we had with air, which air is existing as a technology, right? But the question was to do a switch in the same dimension that what we had before. That's what we have achieved with our innovation.
When will this material be used? Is it now in a trial stage, or are you ready to make a product that goes to market?
So for the moment, we have pilots. That means we already have engaged with utilities company, DSOs, and we have engaged with private customers, some of them being very sensitive to the environment. So we have made pilots with customers, right? They are operational today with good return, and we will be able to engage on a commercial stage next year in 2020, mid-2020, not with the full ranges of our product. It will take us some years to replace everything, but starting from next year, commercial deployment will be there.
Why are you doing this? Why? Because if this gas is it's used there, it's been safe for so long, and of course there is some questions about its carbon footprint. It seems a big investment for Schneider to make to try and find a solution. Why are you going on this path?
Yeah, because we took as a company commitment to help to curb CO2 emissions, right? We work on everything we can do, efficiency of the installation, energy savings, integration of renewable, which is a big part, and using of more electricity, because we believe electricity is really a way to help to curb CO2 emission. And then it would good to look at our products as well, how they can contribute to this equation. That's why we did that.
And I suppose that's the thing, as we do more renewable energy, we need more electricity. We're going to have much more demand for safety and the present SF6.
Contributing in our part with our product to this equation was good for us. That's really, and it's a great motivation for our teams. They are pretty happy about that.
And in terms of the deployment of this, where will it go? Where do you see this being used? Do you think it'll be used across the electrical industry, even in perhaps new technology we haven't quite developed here around storage and where new kind of grids may be built?
Sure. I mean, those products are going basically in two areas, right? For distribution utilities, right? And they go as well to private customers, right? But now those areas are merged charging, because if you look at private customers, they basically have solar panels, they start to produce their own energy. So they become an active player of our grid, right? So those products will enable them to become more and more active player and exchange safely energy with the others.
And keeping the greenhouse footprint low.
And sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And so you believe that this technology you've now made, finally, you can see it deployed, doesn't matter what scale it is, from a household to big industrial.
Yeah, in all what we call medium voltage, right, which goes up to 36 kilovolt,
Yeah.
we believe that those technologies will be able to replace completely the former generation. So we're confident on that.
Are you proud of this? The scientists, maybe your team thought it up? Seems
My
a really
team
good-
is extremely proud, and then I'm proud for them, right? We now need to absolutely deploy it, right, which is a big challenge for all of us. We need the help of all the actors, right, because we are in a conservative profession overall,
Yes.
so we need to make sure people are going along this change. We will have questions, we'll need to demonstrate.
You need to let people know that this is-
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's why I'm happy to speak to you, because somehow it will help us to change this profession.